We're away for a couple of weeks, Andy. We have very important things to do. Business meetings, important business meetings.
Sponsorship.
Talking ethics, talking all sorts of things.
Ethics.
Well, I didn't mean to say that, but anyway, just soldier on, Andy.
Economics.
Well, anyway, we're away for so long that some of our loyal viewers wrote in. They said, we missed the show. Yep. We want to see it in the flesh. Right. Face to face. We want to see Andy's hair. Is it real or is it a wig? Well, they know it's real. Now, studio audience, what do you think of Andy's hair? Yeah, that's what I think too. 8 games, 50 seconds. This is Inside 50.
First came off the rank this week, Essendon, St Kilda and Etihad.
Big Essendon, not getting too carried away with the win, Andy. I'm keeping a lid on it.
Settle down.
Keeping a lid on it.
We're going to make the 8.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Still keeping a lid on it.
You played 20 men.
Doesn't matter.
David Hale got there at quarter time.
Well, we finally got a win, mate. I'm a bit excited about it.
The new ball takes
be like the Blue Boys.
Shut up. The new ball takes us back to Etihad this week, which is a disgrace of a stadium.
Big B in the bonnet. The buffy-headed bonnet.
Mitch, is Ian Collins watching the same stuff that I'm watching?
All I can think about is you in a bonnet now, Andy.
People are sliding all over the place. Bledisloe Cup there Saturday night. You know what Ian said?
Tell me what he said, Andy.
He said, it won't hurt the surface because in rugby they run in straight lines.
They run in straight lines.
Ever heard of a scrum, Ian?
Yeah, Ian.
Know what a scrum is, Ian?
Do you, Ian?
1,700 kilograms of brute force,
Ian.
Ian.
Force, Ian.
You idiot, Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Now, Big Cozzy. Another record on the weekend.
Big Cozzy.
He kicked 3 goals.
And?
He got 6 Supercoach points.
He's a funny man.
How do you do that?
I don't know. He's on 46 at quarter time, wasn't he?
Unbelievable.
Just a bit of backwards work from the old Cosman.
Tell you what, I like the big blondie.
Oh, he's back.
Who's going to take it?
Well, normally it's been Mr. Pears, but with Mr. Pears out, Mr. Hooker and Mr. Fletcher can't really run with him. I'd like to see Nida throw Hurley in the deep end. Just teach him a lesson about how hard the power forwards of the comp work, Andy.
Any other suggestions?
Yeah, I said Nathan Love-Murray and he threw that in my face. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, righto. Who do you like here, Andy? Quickly.
I like the Saints just.
Yep, so you've actually said the Dons at the line, which I think is a very good call. Yep. Andy, Dons are at $4.90. Don't mind that for a bit of value. Maybe have $20 on that one. I'm saying St Kilda by about 9 points.
Next one, Collingwood Carlton MCG Saturday afternoon.
Oh, I can smell the excitement on your breath, Andy. Fantastic.
It's actually Kim's apricot chicken.
Is it?
Yep.
It sounds very healthy.
Smells.
Smells healthy too. Fantastic. Very good. Really impressed with Allard's work on the weekend, although I hear you're not as impressed as I am, Andy. I thought the 10 tackles were nice, but disposal not as good as it should be.
No.
Righto. Nothing too impressive about the Blues either, Andy, although they seem to keep winning and the fans are never happy with it. Where did you really expect them to finish this year, Andy, can I ask you?
9th.
Okay, well, I think they're going to do better than that. They should win 2 or 3 from their last 5. Collingwood, though, they're not going to win this one. They are steamy, steamy hot. Didac is showing what he's capable of. A little bit of this. What was he doing on the weekend, Andy?
Shimmy.
They're the old shimmy, and I love it. Andy's not for it. I think it's fantastic. That's why I love Didac, one of my favourite players in the AFL. He's got a lot of support. Pendlebury, the work rate of Swan is absolutely incredible. Beams, Johnson, Sidebottom, Thomas, they got talent coming out of their little Collingwood bottoms, and they are big-time contenders. They're side bottoms. I like that. Very, very good. $4.50 in the flag betting, coming right in. Collingwood have got a few big games coming up. Yep. I hope Mickey's not going to be complaining about blockbuster fatigue come September.
I hope not.
I like the Pies by 26. What do you think?
38 for mine.
Fantastic. Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn at Amy.
Quickie here, Mitch, and I know you like quickies.
That's below the belt. That was a conversation we had in confidence, and you've brought it up on camera. Fantastic, Andy.
Port coming off a great win. Won't be able to match it with the Hawks, who have everything to play for. How bad was that set up at the last bounce, Mitcho? It
was very bad,
No undefensive side. I'd be annoyed. Hawthorn by 21 points. That's why they're at $1.33.
Yeah, not bad at $1.33. Although I think it'll be a little bit closer than you. I think Port Adelaide like Matty Primus around, and they'll be playing for him. Port Adelaide Hawks by about 13. We're not going to talk about that. Andy, Sydney versus Geelong, Saturday night at ANZ Stadium.
Big one.
Huge game for Sydney, Andy.
Massive.
Probably need to win this one to keep their finals hopes alive. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to. And we might see a Swanless September again. What do you think, Andy?
No, Dane Swan will be playing for Collingwood.
Well, the Swannies won't be, but very... Bing, bing, that was me doing that.
That was the weirdest drum kit I've ever seen.
Very, very average. Shame for Sydney. They started off very nicely, didn't they, Andy? But they're just sitting the speed wobbles. Geelong, however, not speed wobbles. They're just on cruise control. Mark Thompson is ironing everything out, and he's getting ready for September. Expecting him to arrest a few of the guns over the next couple of weeks, Andy. We've seen that in previous seniors. Just get them nice and primo. Gaz is back to his best, and he still hasn't shortened in the B-low, Brennan. Can you give us the D-low on the B-low? I stole your joke. Sorry about that, mate.
Swan and Hodge, favourites, $4.50. Ablett, $6.50. Goddard, $13. And Hayes and Sandy Lands out at $21.
Your pick, Doc?
Swans stand out now. Chapman is a nice little roughie.
Fantastic. I'd like to see Sandy get up, but as you know, Doc, I got on Swanee at about $10 3 weeks ago, so looking forward to him coming on. Hodge and Goddard are both going to be very hard to beat. Brisbane versus Melbourne at the Gabba, Andy.
Formerly the Gabatoir. Now, guys, it's not a home game for the D's. Don't be fooled. Can you believe the media, Mitcho?
Sometimes I look at my face in that camera and I think, what are you doing with your face? Can I believe the media? Sorry, I don't know why I brought that up. Keep going. No, I can't believe the media. They're getting a little carried away, aren't they?
They are. Now, Mitch, I like Melbourne, and
You
I
do?
like their list.
Yep.
I like Jack Watts, and I like Simon Reid. But fair dinkum, having a team in the 8 after they've won one game on Monday,
Bit
Herald
silly.
Sun,
Bit over the
be
top.
ashamed.
I don't like Jack Watts as much as you, Andy, and take or leave Simon Reid. For those of you who don't know who Simon Reid is, we went to school with him. He wanted to be mentioned on the show.
Loyal
so
viewer.
we've thrown him in. He is very loyal, so we don't mind. He's all right. Simon Reid, you're all right, mate. Vossi's got this is a big game for Vossi, I think, because he's very winnable against Melbourne up there. If he doesn't win this one, people are going to really start asking questions. He hasn't come under too much fire.
Well, I don't think he will, considering he's running his own internal review.
Oh, okay, right, is he?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You know so much more than me, Andy. I think
know.
Brisbane are going to win this one
That's what
by a
I've got.
couple of goals. Not very impressed with Favola this season, though, Andy.
No.
What's going on up there?
Bad body language.
I've got Brisbane by 10. You've got Melbourne by about
15.
Fantastic.
Richmond, Adelaide, Sunday at the G Mitcho quickly.
Let's make it quick. Adelaide are going to win this one, and they should win comfortably. I like the Tigers, but I think they're spent, Andy. There's a lot riding on this game for Adelaide, and the Tigers won't be able to handle the firepower of the Crows. Richmond, $2.50. Adelaide, $1.65, and I really, really like that one, Andy.
Crows by 18.
Yeah, I've got Adelaide by 27, and I like the idea of throwing them into a multi with Geelong and the Bulldogs for about $2.60. Crows by 30 points.
Right, if there's any turf left, there will be a game between the Bulldogs and North that Eddie had on Sunday. It is massive, maybe the most important game of the round. If North lose, they'll struggle.
Forget struggle, I don't think they're going to make the 8, Andy. They had that win against Essendon penciled in, and it has put a real stain on their finals chances.
Because their percentage is about as good as a fart in a lift, they are essentially two games
I should actually
out
get
of
a
the
drum kit for the ones you're pulling out. Just
Now-
have it here for all the one-liners you're really
Harvey and Rawlings
Fantastic.
still in the best for North Melbourne. That worries me.
Been
as
worrying
as
for a
all
long
year.
time. Who else do you like,
One,
though, Andy?
Swallow.
Big man Swallow.
Yep.
Not a big man so much, but a big-time player.
15
Top
tackles
shelf.
last week he had.
Got him as the future captain already.
Yep, Jared Grant, about time he got the Rising Star.
Yep.
He's like Eddie Betts, but a
Is he?
faster, quicker, better version, and he's not black.
So he's not like Eddie Betts at all.
Not really. No.
Okay, good one.
North are fighting for
Fantastic.
everything here. They'll come out with all guns blazing, but I expect the Bulldogs to pull away fairly easily.
The digs to pull away fairly easily here. Bit of a typo.
That's why I didn't read it.
Who have they got coming? That's terrible for me, isn't it? Who have they got coming up in the next few games? Coming into September for the Doggies.
Adelaide, Sydney and Essendon. And Geelong, which will be a tester.
Definitely winnable. Dogs $1.18, Roos $4.92. Dogs peaking at the right time, Andy.
Yep.
I like the Dogs by about 4 goals. Fremantle versus West Coast, Sunday night, twilight.
Yeah.
Subi, Acco.
Djakovic commentating.
Yeah, you always look forward to that, don't
Love
you,
it.
Andy? Fantastic. Lacroix got a little bit carried away last week on the back of his dozen
Very
against the
hungry.
Dons. Was trying to get goals from absolutely
Like to lick
everywhere.
himself.
I think he might have had a bit of a punt on himself to win the old Coleman.
Maybe.
Freo need to stand themselves here, and they really need to take care of the Eagles. Although the Eagles will be very keen to rain on their parade, Andy. Freo should be able to do it by about 5 goals, but West Coast, like I said, going to really try and stop them here.
Yep.
Fremantle $1.40, West Coast $3.30. Stay away though, just because.
Brilliant analysis
Good,
there,
isn't it?
Milkman.
Huh?
That's why
Fantastic.
I have the MD. That's why I'm the MD. I'll take Freo by about
You have
6
the MD.
goals in that one. I have the PhD.
You might have the PhD, but do you have the creative nous to do this, Andy? Your
Probably
favourite
not.
section, your mum's favourite section, everybody's favourite section. This is
Yep.
your artwork of the week. Here's a familiar face for you. New season of Celebrity MasterChef coming up, Andy.
Yep.
AFL's finally put someone in.
Really?
Not a player though, Andy.
Who?
Caroline Wilson,
What's
Celebrity
she cooking?
MasterChef. She says, "Wait till you get a taste of my sauce."
The sauce.
What do you think of that, Ando? It's going to be secret
Back to
sauces
your
on the
best.
rack.
I liked it.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Finally.
How's the detail?
I've been
in Caro's
waiting
face?
all year.
That took me a few hours with the old watercolours.
It's very good.
I don't know. It's
The
good.
Derwents?
The Derwents. Fantastic.
I miss the Derwents.
We'll miss you guys. No, we won't.
Until
What am I
next
saying?
week.
Until next week. We'll
Ciao.
see you again.